When foreigners come to Indonesia, the first impression they get is Indonesians are so friendly because we smile a lot. That's our way to make you feel welcome. But is there anything else to it? Hi everyone, my name is Hendra. I was born and grew up in Jakarta, Indonesia. In this video, I'm going to go deeper into the why and offer some tips how to read the smile in Indonesian social context, especially if you're a Westerner, because probably you are more used to a straight talk. Yes means a yes, no means a no. Unless, of course, you're talking to your wife. Let's go into the first why. Saving face culture. Indonesians have 100 ways to say yes and million ways to say no. When an Indonesian is saying yes, nodding along, smiling, but the body language looks stiff, that yes probably doesn't mean a yes. It probably means something else like, yeah, I heard what you got to say, but I don't want to contradict you directly because I don't want to hurt your feeling. Another way Indonesians tell you a no with a smile is when they say yes, but followed by a but and a long explanation. I did that in my first few years of my career in corporate Australia, and that got my boss confused. My boss asking me if I can cover someone else's work while he's on leave. I said yes with a smile, and then I followed by saying that, oh well, but I got this deadline, that deadline, and then after a long explanation, he stopped me on the tracks, saying, mate, just tell me, are you going to do it? Is a yes or no? The truth is, I don't want to let him down, but I can't say no right away. And I also need to keep my reputation intact, save my face, and to be honest, I also try to save my ass. I don't want to get fired for refusing to do the work. So I learned the hard way that saying no straightforward, in a respectful manner, is completely acceptable in Western culture, at least in my own personal experience. The second why, hierarchy is an acceptable way to keep the community in check. Indonesia is a hierarchical society. Yes, of course, we do have Musyawarah mufakat, where everyone come together, build a consensus among stakeholders to solve our problems. But it's naive to ignore the social status. By social status, I'm talking about rank, title, wealth, and seniority. For those of you who are studying international business, you're probably familiar with Hofstede's cultural theory, where it's looking into the cultural spectrum in each country. Here's the graph showing the power distance comparison between Indonesia and Australia. As you can see that Indonesian power distance is twice higher compared to Australia. High power distance means those in power expect obedience from subordinates, and high degree of control is an acceptable way to keep those people in line. But wait, what it got to do with smiling? Well, if you are Mr. Nobody or coming from low social status like myself, then you better off starting with a smile before you say no or disagree with your superiors or elders. It shows that you're trying really hard to be polite and respectful. You come to this point to disagree because you have no other choice, and you hope that the beautiful smile of yours will soften the blow a bit. Can you disagree respectfully with straight talk? Yes, if you have built a trust and relationship, and you know that the other person is not going to take a no or your disagreement personally. Having said that, being direct or confrontational is generally considered kurang ajar, rude, or brazen, lack of manner. Most Indonesians will try to keep it civil and dignified. Just look at the last Indonesian presidential debates and compare that with Australian and American.
Inilah strategi besar, tetapi juga ada strategi jangka pendek dan jangka menengah yang kita kerjakan.
Baik, masih ada waktunya Bapak. Silakan, sudah cukup? Baik.
Baik.
Baik, Bapak-Bapak.
It's the only time it's happened. Labor never did.
Yeah, so
Labor never
so
did.
just getting back to your deputy leader who wants to be the
Labor never
defence
did.
minister,
Labor
who
never
runs
did.
his speeches
That
past the
is an
Chinese
outrageous-
government.
That is an outrageous slip.
This is the truth.
I'll
This
say
is
what
about
Richard Miles did.
the questions that the
No, I'll
voters
say
are
what Richard
interested
Miles
in
did.
having
Richard
answered.
Miles
And we
went
do
to
need to move on
China
to the
and
questions that we have.
criticised.
Stand back and stand by.
Will you
Who is
shut
your-
up, man?
listen, are you in favor of law and order?
I'm in favor of law. You follow
Are you in
it, and a little
favor
bit
of law and order? Go
Yes,
ahead,
I'm
say
in
it.
favor. You asked a question, let him finish. Law and order. Law and order.
Let him.
Law and order with justice, where people get treated fairly.
Protect
Mr.
people
President,
with
I'm the
pre-existing
moderator of this
conditions.
debate.
It's a day and night difference, right? The Indonesian candidate let the other guy finish his lines, and at the end of the debate, they smile, they hug each other like a big one happy family. Now you know the why, so what can you do about it? First, learn to read the room. I know, it's easier to say than done, but it comes to practice. The best way to do it is to come and live in Indonesia among the locals for a few months. If that is not possible, then at least by liking and subscribing to this channel, you have at least one Indonesian friend. Second, don't take a smile at the face value, especially when the stake is high, like in business or politics. Our former president, Suharto, is known as a smiling general. I always saw him smiling on TV when I was a kid. But as the history goes, he ruled Indonesia with an iron fist for over 30 years, despite all the smile. I'm not saying that you need to question every smile, but if he or she is not picking up the phone, slow to return the call, or the meeting that you expect to happen get pushed back despite all the smiles and the right words in the previous meeting, then you need to step back, be patient and reassess. Don't push hard for a yes or no, or black and white confirmations, because you might come across as being aggressive, and that, my friend, might sour the relationship. It might surprise Westerners, but time is not necessarily money in Indonesia. There's a Japanese saying, alon-alon asal kelakon. Do it slowly, deliberately, and finish it well. Javanese is the largest ethnic group in Indonesia, so I won't be surprised if it gets picked up by other ethnic groups as well. That's it from me, guys. Please give it a like and subscribe if you learned something new. Keep smiling, and I will see you next time. Bye.